Yes, Zaina, am I audible to you? See, is the screen sharing with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. So, yes, you all had appeared for your diagnostic tests. So, I've heard that you are having difficulty in those diagnostic tests. You were facing difficulty in the calculations part. The basics of class 11th were asked. So, I've been asked that you all want first class 11th to be done properly. Right. So, okay, then we'll start with class 12th. Before we continue with class 12 syllabus, today we'll just take a small class and we'll just discuss the 11th portion, which is troubling you all. All right. So, see, firstly, to start with, I'll start with calculus only because I think that is the major portion which is troubling you people. So, since a lot of time, yes, Mariam, where were you? We were waiting. It's, I think, almost 17 minutes that have been gone.
Ma'am, I told them that I would join after 10 minutes.
Okay, okay. Is it some timing issue?
No, ma'am, only for one day. Something happened, so
Okay, for just for today. Just for today.
yeah, only. Yes.
Any time, if there is any particular timing issue, then please update. All right.
Okay, okay.
Because it should not clash with any other thing. I hope the screen is sharing because as I think when I'm enlarging the screen. Okay, see, I'll just
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
briefly calculate. Whenever we talk calculation part, which is apart from your algebra portion. The screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know what's the issue coming today. I'm not able to. The screen is also not getting enlarged. As soon as I'm enlarging the screen sharing is stopped. You're not able to then see the screen. Anyways, let's start. See, already a lot of time has been wasted. Whenever there is any trouble class, please let me know in between because I think some issue is there today with this one note thing. See, so calculus we use whenever we have something which is infinitesimally small. So in calculus, you have two things which you have to study. One is your differentiation, other is your integration. All right. So one is your differentiation and second is your integration. So we'll be just giving one class each. Do not worry about the syllabus. From the next class, I'll try to enlarge the class duration, or for at least let us just devote 1 or 2 classes. Do not worry about the syllabus. I'll take your extra class during your summer vacation so that your syllabus portion is completed. Your syllabus will definitely be on time. So do not worry or panic about the syllabus because we have to be thorough with class 11's portion. Though some people of you have attended the class 11 lectures of differentiation integration with me only, but some basics portions are required in your class 12th also. So a lot of time we'll not devote, at least 1 class to differentiation, 1 class to integration, 1 or 2 classes to vectors. And with vectors, what we'll do, we'll just add on the classes. Like we'll not just take a sole class of vectors only. When we'll 1 class integration, 1 class differentiation. On Tuesday, I'll just take the class of integration. All right. From next Thursday onwards, what we'll do, we'll take 2 hour class. 1 hour we'll do this bridge course. In the next hour, what we'll do? In the next hour, we'll try to cover up the vectors, the class 12 portion. So in this way, what you will have? You will be having both the portions together. Alright, because we cannot leave our class 12 syllabus as it is, because a lot of portion there also was left to be completed. So let me start with this. So firstly, I'll start with then differentiation. I'll start with differentiation. So whenever you have something infinite, what is meant by something infinitesimally small? When I use the term infinitesimally small, if I say something is so small, infinitesimally small means out of huge things which are present, if I am taking something that is so small, like 0.00000, add so many zeros that are present and then add a significant figure. So for such cases, if you know the bigger quantity, suppose I know the length of a rod is capital L, and this is the length of the rod which is present. Suppose this is the rod which is present and the length is L. And now what I want to do, I want to find out a very small portion. This portion, this is dx. A very, very small portion of this, that is dx. So what I'll do, I'll perform differentiation. So basics of differentiation, you people are already aware. Now see, just put a topic as bridge course and then only write it in your registers. So see, when we are talking about differentiation, if you have a polynomial function, so y is equal to x to the power n is present. Yes, you all have done class. This is not a class 11th syllabus which we are doing. Not 11th class is going on. You are just revising whatever you have done it in your class 11th, which will be used in your class 12th. So yes, Mariam, you tell me how to differentiate. What are the steps when you have to differentiate? If y is equal to x to the power n, you have y is equal to x to the power n, right? This is what we have.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
How to start the differentiation part?
Um, wait.
Zaina, you have any idea?
Nx power n minus 1.
Nx to the power n minus 1. Very good. So I hope you all need these bridge courses, or we should just continue with class 12 syllabus. What do you all want? Just suggest me that also. One or two classes if you want. See, today's class, definitely this has been wasted because Zaina had only joined. So I was waiting for you all to start the class so that I could start the class. Not about today. Today's class will be on differentiation. If we have Tuesday's class on integration and then continue with class 12 syllabus, will it be fine to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because I think, see, this is needed. A little bit, this is needed. But if you people are not comfortable and if you wish to give your inputs, just so please keep on suggesting. All right. But again, I'm telling you, do not be worried about the syllabus. Just one or two classes in the initial portion will not disturb your syllabus for the entire time. So polynomial function is equal to y is equal to x to the power n. Now, how to write the polynomial function? When you differentiate this on differentiation, dy over dx, Zaina has correctly answered, this is nx to the power n minus 1. This means if you have y is equal to, let's say, x to the power 2. So on differentiation, n means this power. Whenever we use the term n means this power that is present. This is instead of n. So how do we write n minus 1? So this becomes 2x to the power 2 minus 1. So this becomes 2x itself. All right. 2x to the power 2 minus 1, this becomes 2x. So if I give you x to the power 4, what will this become? This will become 4x to the power 4 minus 1. That is 4x to the power 3, like this. So similarly, if I give you terms like, if I give you y is equal to x to the power 5, what should be the answer to this? Both of you quickly answer. This is a very easy question.
5x raised to the power 4.
5x to the power 4. Very good one. This will be 5x to the power 5 minus 1, which is equal to 5x to the power 4. All right. So till here, this is the basic of differentiation by now, which you must have recalled. Now some properties of differentiation are present. Some properties are present, which you have to keep in mind when we are discussing.
Good evening, ma'am.
First
I had a
property. Yes, Rishita. Where were you?
ma'am, I had a lot of internet issues. It rained a lot over here, so
Okay.
the
Because I
internet.
remember initially you were there when the meeting was started. But then I
Yeah, and
couldn't.
yes,
Yeah,
ma'am, I
you were.
got disconnected after that.
Okay. Rishita, I was discussing with Mariam and Zaina about the bridge course. See, you people had your diagnostic test. So I remember, Rishita, you have scored a bit well than other students. But still, some of the students of your class require lot of revision regarding the basics of class 11. By basics of class 11th, I mean the calculus portions. That is your differentiation, integration, along with the vectors. So today's class has been wasted because my also OneNote was creating a lot of problem when I was screen sharing. Initially, nothing was getting shared, and Zaina was there in the class. She also waited for a long time. So today's class, I'm discussing differentiation only, so that it's a revision class for all the students for differentiation. But other thing that I was saying is that one class, Tuesday's class, if we devoted to integration, just 1.5 hour class or 1 hour class to integration. But then afterwards, I'll continue with the class 12 syllabus. Means what will I do? You have the class 12 duration 2 hours. So what will you do at the end? Once I'll start with class 12's portion, and at the end, when we are left with half an hour or something, so all the students who require this need of vectors and all and their class 11 syllabus, they can start with it. They can stay, and rest of you who are well with it or who have scored well, like I think Harsha also had a good score in this, so you all can leave. But that from Thursday, at least today and Tuesday's class, if I give to differentiation and integration, is it fine to you?
Yes, ma'am, I'm fine.
It's fine, no? All right. Okay, so yes, I was discussing differentiation with you. So see, these were the basics of differentiation. Let's start within the properties of differentiation. You all can write this later on. You can copy it later. So see, whenever we have properties of differentiation, whenever we are referring to properties of differentiation, firstly, you have to understand one property that we refer to is that of the property of a constant function, constant term. If a constant term is present, like y is equal to k and k is a constant, then we say whenever we differentiate a constant term, yes, Zaina, what do we get on differentiating a constant term?
0.
0. Perfect. We get 0. So for example, if you have y is equal to 3, on differentiating this, you get 0. Whenever you have a constant term, the differentiation of a constant term is always 0. Similarly, if we have a constant term like y is equal to pi, you know pi's value is 3.14. Right? So this is a constant term. So when you differentiate this constant term, even if it's pi, we get 0. Yes, again, Yahya, okay, your class timings, no? School must be there, Yahya.
Yes, ma'am.
But like this, it cannot go. I'll talk to them because in this way, your syllabus will be lacking half
No, ma'am.
half an hour. Right today, but last class also, I remember.
Yes, ma'am. They told that they will
Otherwise,
change the timings
okay, then
from that.
I'll talk. Have you told the team, Learnivio's team,
Yes, they yes
They said they
they
will
told
change.
until yes, ma'am. From 6:30. From yeah, they'll keep it from 6:30. They said
6:30 IST.
no, ma'am. GST.
Okay,
I
they
say
okay.
think 9.
The timings. All right. Yeah, because if it's get so 9 o'clock here, that's
Yes, ma'am.
better. That should be changed. Otherwise, your portion will be getting missed on, and without any reason. Thing is that yeah. I was discussing you. People had appeared for your diagnostic test. So there I had seen your result was not very good. So some things were planned that was to occur separately for the students who are interested and separately for the revision of class 11th. But you people have such a hectic schedule, and even my classes are clashing when we are deciding it. So that's why today's class and Tuesday's class, we are just having it for differentiation and integration. From Thursday on, also I'll increase. All right, yeah. So I hope with differentiation and integration, you have no issue.
Yes, ma'am. No issue.
All right. And again, class, I'm repeating, please do not be worried about your syllabus. Every year we have these revision classes of class 11th calculus, including your differentiation, integration, and then we properly discuss vectors. Still, we get our syllabus completed within November or in the midweek of December. All right, you have your syllabus getting completed by that time. So do not worry about it, because these first few lessons are very lengthy and they require your attention this time. If initially we are thorough with these, then at the end it will be very easy for you to deal. All right, class. So do not worry about that, about the syllabus thing. Okay, just do one thing. Just quickly, briefly, just write down these things, because Yaya has also entered, Rishita has also entered. Then continuously I'll start, because differentiation I just want to complete it in today's class. I don't want it to hang on to another class and we'll be devoting our time to this so much. No, one class for differentiation is enough. One class for integration is enough for class 12th.
Ma'am, should we write this on main notebook or should we make another notebook for this bridge
Yes,
course?
Yaya.
Should we write this in our main notebook or should we make another notebook for this?
See, regarding this, it's a good question, because otherwise your class 12 syllabus will be disturbed. So at the back of your notebook, if you could write, I think that would be better. Back of your notebook or a separate notebook, because when you will be revising at the end for class 12th, that time this should not disturb you. So yes, it's a good thing that you have raised. Separate notebook, I would suggest. Just one or two classes are there, some few questions we'll be discussing, so that you know how to differentiate, integrate, at least for today and for Tuesday. So I think for separate, in a separate notebook you write. I've seen your diagnostic test results, all of you. That's why this class, I was asked to take these classes, so that you people are aware of the basics, algebra and everything.
Ma'am, for 12th, is the rotational motion from grade 11 important?
For 12th class, no. See, basics of torque, torque will be coming in the next class. We'll be starting with next class. I mean, from Thursday, we'll be starting with torque. So basic concept of torque, you should know that. I'll advance on Tuesday. I'll remind you. That was there in my mind. Otherwise, centripetal force is very important. Torque is very important. Otherwise, all the details of 12th class 11th from rotation is not very important for class 12th, but some basic things like centripetal force, centripetal acceleration, these types of questions you will see in the tough or advanced question of class 12th board exam only. The questions are present. Torque's concept is very important. That is there in your electric charges and field also. So only these things are important. Sometimes or rarely that occurs in your entrances only where moment of inertia is asked. Otherwise, these things only. And that I'll be revising when it will come. No, I'll revise centripetal force and everything. But these
ma'am,
things
no
are
problem.
there, like when we discuss differentiation, integration, these take a lot of time in class 11. That's why I'm just giving one class. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. So I hope you people are not so worried about this. It's just that it's a revision for all of you. And
Ma'am, what about waves?
yes, class 11th is very important for class 12th because waves, yes, definitely waves, because you have your wave optics. So your entire interference topic is there in class 11th waves. That will be repeated. Your superposition principle of waves, that will be repeated with some additional topics like diffraction and all. So from waves also some portions are there.
Okay, ma'am, could you revise the waves sometime?
Yes,
Like,
I'll
okay, thank you, ma'am.
any portion of class 11 that will be coming, I'll just revise it. Do not worry. Before we start with that chapter, I'll revise it. Because these will be used throughout, so that's why.
Okay, ma'am, thank you so much.
Yeah, I have asked the Learnivio's team. Do not worry about the class timings. From next week, the class timings will be changed. All right. So your portions will not be missed then.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, while we're solving equations, this constant value is any singular value, right?
Yes, Zaina?
When we're solving equations, any of the singular value would be a constant, so it would be zero when we're differentiating.
Yes, it would be 0, provided that nothing is being multiplied to that constant value.
Yes, ma'am.
Regarding your after class assessment, Rishita, yours is pending. Last one. Mariam, Yahya, and Zaina, they have submitted it. Rishita, yours is still pending.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do it.
Done, class. Can we move forward?
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
All right. So the way Zaina was also asking, second condition that arises is when you have a constant term and this constant is being multiplied to a function. That is if I say y is equal to k multiplied to function of x. When I'm saying this, by this I mean that k is a constant and this is a function. Means when you are multiplying something, that time it won't be cancelling it. Means if I have, for example, y is equal to 3 into x square. So what you do, keep 3 aside. X square, you know how to differentiate, 2x to the power 2 minus 1. Correct. So multiply it and make it 6x to the power 1. Like this. Suppose you have y is equal to 4x to the power 3. So see, keep 4 aside. You have x to the power 3. You know how to write x to the power 3. That is 3x to the power 3 minus 1. This is how we write y is equal to nx to the power n minus 1 is being written at the end. So this becomes 12x to the power 3 minus 1 is 2. So 12x to the power 2. Like this, whenever constant is being multiplied to function. In that case, you never write the constant 0. If this is separately asked, then we write 0. If this is separately asked, then we write nx to the power n minus 1. But if both are multiplied, then this constant term also gets multiplied to this whole equation. So whatever you have, you will be writing it. If I give you this question, 5x to the power half, differentiate and tell me. Quickly just write down this. And in the chat column, keep on answering the question which I have mentioned.
Ma'am, the question is 5x to the power half, right?
Question is this, y is equal to 5x to the power half. So solve it. Yes, answer. Okay, by now only 2 students have answered. No, 3. Yaya has also answered. Yaya, no power of x is coming. Just check. Mariam has also answered. So this time I am having variety of answers. Yahya, Mariam, Zaina and Rishita. All right, see. Let's keep 5 aside. You have x to the power half, right? Your n this time is half. Now, how do we write? We write nx means n multiplied to this term and minus 1. So 5 into half becomes 5 by 2 and this is minus half. Right, half minus 1 will become x to the power minus half. So who all have answered it correctly? 5 by 2 x to the power half. Not positive, it won't come positive. It would be minus half. 5 by 2 root x. Root will be in the case when the power is positive half.
Yes, ma'am. Won't it be in the denominator? Like the x will be in the denominator, right?
X you can shift in the denominator, but then it would be this. It won't be x to the power half in the numerator. You can write
Yeah,
it
that.
as like this. Yeah. Like this you can
Okay.
write. Okay, you meant 2x like this only.
Yeah, I wrote it like that. Is that right, or
Okay,
should
okay.
I write
This is
like?
correct. If you are writing it like this is correct. 5 by 2x, yeah, power not minus half. And Mariam also power 2 will also be there now. 1 by 2 minus 1 you're doing. So that becomes minus half. All right. So these basics also must be clear to you, how to multiply. If even you have a complicated term and not just in terms of y and x, you should remember, if I give you a separate term, if I am giving you 12 by 3 to the multiplied to t to the power 1 by 3. Now tell me what is dx over dt. Quickly. This will be the last one from this one. Okay, let's solve and then let's see whichever answers are matching. So all of you have answered. Okay, 12 by 3 should be kept aside. Now we have 1 by 3, t to the power 1 by 3 minus 1, right? So this becomes 12 by 9, t to the power c, 1 minus, you have 1 minus 3, that becomes minus 2, and in the denominator 3 is present. Mariam, just check the initial part. Powers are correct. Yahya's answer is correct. Again, same thing. Why you people are writing 4? How come 4? 1 by 3 will be getting multiplied. 12 by 3 multiplied to 1 by 3. That will be 12 by 9 only. So Yahya's answer is completely correct. Good, Yahya. This is how you'll be writing. Now see, till here you all have written. Just check the mistakes. Now see, when we...
Ma'am, because
yes.
12 by 9 is divisible by 3, right? So we can't cut it.
So that would be then 4 by 3, no? Not 4 by
Yeah.
9. Okay, you have written it 4 by...
Yeah, 3.
Yes, that is fine. Some of you have written it as 4 by 9. For those I was saying. All right, 4 by 3 students are right. Yes, definitely it will be 4 by 3. 12 by 9 or 4 by 3 is correct, but not other. So, and look at the powers. Some of the students have written the powers are also wrong. Minus 2 by 3 would be. Secondly, I was referring to this. When you have addition and subtraction class, when you are having addition or subtraction, I'll write it together only. So what you do, individually, you know how to solve. Just put the operations at the end. Like if I give you equation y is equal to 3x square plus 2t. You people know in such kinds of questions in current electricity, see chapter 3 when we'll be coming, that there you will see this question, and in your second chapter potential, these types of equations are written and students make a lot of mistake. See, if 3x square is mentioned, you know how to solve 3x square, how to write 3x square. 3x square, this becomes 2x, which becomes 6x. This part is solved. When you are solving 2t, yes class, what would be the answer for 2t? Let's start with you, Yahya, you tell me. Differentiation of 2t. All of you answer in the chat column, not just Yahya. All of you answer. Correct, Rishita. Correct, Zaina. Mariam, good. Yes, Yahya. You had to answer. All the other students have answered. When it is 2t, this is t to the power 1. 1 minus 1, this will become 0. T to the power 0 is equal to 1. So 2 multiplied to 1 is equal to 2. Understood? Yeah. Or should I
Yes,
repeat?
No, ma'am.
This will be 2. So you know this term, just put the operations at the end. So y should be equal to 6x plus 2, like this. If this is the case of subtraction, suppose we had y is equal to, let's say you have 4x to the power 3 minus, we are just having 2. Or let's write it as 2x squared. Now, you know the individual differentiations. Four x cube, you know, that is 3x to the power 2, which makes it 12x square. This part is clear. When we are dealing with this 2x square, then you know this is 2 multiplied to 2x, which becomes 4x. So at the end, just put the subtraction sign, 12x square minus 4x. That's it. These lengthy equations you should just know how to solve, because that much only is needed. We'll not be discussing the quotient rule, product rule, chain rule. That will not be used in your class 12. I'm just discussing those much portions of class 11 that is required in your class 12. So some more equations I'm writing, the solutions you all will be giving me. One equation, even once you will copy the above part, after that only one equation you have to tell me 4t square plus 3t cube minus 2. One this and this much. I'm just leaving the space. Second equation is 12x to the power 2 plus 4x to the power 3 by 2 minus 2 to the power 2x to the power 1. These two equations. But before that, just copy the above part down. Yes, so I think only one student. No, all of you have answered now, by now. So let us see. This becomes 4 into 2t plus this becomes 3 into 3t square. And this becomes 0, minus 0, because this is a constant term. See, this is just a constant term, so this is becoming 0. So final equation should be 8t plus 9t square. That's it. Now, who all have answered 8t plus 9t square, correct? 8t minus, no, 9t square plus 8t, 8t plus 9t square. Yeah, just check the answer. See, where is the
Yes,
issue
ma'am.
coming?
No, ma'am,
Okay,
I
90 square it would be. 2 minus
yes,
2,
I
why have you
typed
written?
wrong.
Okay, you have written this minus 2.
No, ma'am,
Okay,
I
okay.
typed
No. Just
wrong.
keep in mind constant term. Okay. Okay, then try this one. Okay, one answer is only left. Yeah, where is your answer? Quickly. Other students have answered. Okay, so all of you have answered. Now see, y is equal to, this is 12, x square becomes 2x plus this is 4 into 3 by 2 x to the power 3 by 2 minus 1, that becomes half, minus 2, and this is again x to the power. See, x to the power 1 minus 1, this would become 0, and this term is 1. So final answer is 24x. This cancels 2. 2 into 3 is 6. 24x minus plus by 2 to the power half. time 2 will rest of you, it's correct. Yeah, here minus 2 is coming 0. And this minus 2x is getting counted. Yes, minus 2 will be there. All right, then this portion is clear. Now see, so now in your class 12th, and one more thing, class, this is helpful for your entrances also. It will be a revision in your class, for your class 12th entrances also. Now see, now you should know how to substitute in the values. If some equation is given to you, on differentiation, you should be able to write the values that are given. It means, for example, in this question only, if it is said calculate the value of y, if I'll add here only that calculate value of y if x is equal to 0. Now what you do, you substitute in the values. That is 24, x will be 0, so 0. Plus 6, wherever you have x is 0, this becomes 6 into 0 to the power half minus 2. So this becomes only minus 2. So y will be equal to minus 2 because you have to write in the values. Quickly write down this, then I'll give you questions where you have to tell me the exact final number. Now numbers should match, class. Please do not mistake in this differentiation part now. Because in your potential, in your electrostatics, you won't, in your electric charges and field, you won't be needing. In Gauss law also, you require integration. You do not require differentiation. Differentiation you will be requiring in your potential, and their proper differentiation is required. So that's why please practice it here. Tell me the value of current from this. I have written the equation of charge. Timing is given. And current is differentiation of charges equation.
Ma'am, that's 70 to the power 0.
Okay, again, variable answers are there. Let us then discuss it. I think not even a single answer is matching. No, two answers are matching. Zaina and Mariam's answer is same. Let's check. So when you have to find out current in such situations, so see, this is 4 into 3 by 2 to the power t to the power 3 by 2 minus 1. So that will be half minus 12. Now see, when this is written, class, this means it's just plus 7. A to the power 0, any constant term or any variable to the power 0 means it is 1. So this is 7 into 1, which is equal to 7. That will be just 0. So this term is not present in your answer. This is clear. When we are writing 7 into t to the power 0, t to the power 0 means 1. That means this was just written as plus 7. All right, so do not perform your calculation. Even if you perform 0 into 7, entire answer will be 0. So that's why we say whenever just constant term is there, it will be 0. So only this much portion is present. So 2 cancelled. This becomes 6 t to the power half minus 12. So we have to put t as 2 seconds. So this becomes 6 root 2 minus 12 amperes. This is the answer. Root 12 minus 5, 6 t to the power half minus 12 by 2. No. 6 root 2 minus 12. Rishita's answer is correct. Why? Why others? 6 root 2 minus 12. Rishita's answer is right. See class, let's practice then some more questions. Who all have not written, quickly write it down. This much of knowledge of differentiation is sufficient for your class 12. As soon as the questions will be coming, we will be studying it. But these types of questions are there.
Why won't we consider plus 7?
Why won't we consider plus 7? See, when this is minus 7 t to the power 0, what is t to the power 0 or anything, a to the power 0, anything? You must have studied in your exponents and powers that any number when it is to the power 0 or something, you always write it as 1. So what does it mean? Minus 7 into 1? What is minus 7 into 1? It's minus 7. Means the questions was saying 4t to the power 3 by 2 minus 12t plus 7 itself. Not minus, sorry, plus. Just plus 7. And when you differentiate plus 7, it's a constant term. What do you get? You get 0. That's why for this term, we are not writing it. Because this is 0. 1, 0 is already present because of it. Here, this term, this is a constant term. Here you are having plus 0 also. So entire but plus 0 has no significance. That's why we are not adding it. Clear? Is it clear, Zaina?
Yes, ma'am.
See, you are not aware of this formula. If electric field you have to calculate, so electric field is actually dV over dr. So potentials equation is given. So differentiate it with respect to this. See class, always remember, this is the dependent variable, which is we are writing in terms of the independent variable. Look, when you put the values of R, then only values of V will be getting changed. So tell me the value of electric field. Now you know electric field. So you tell me the answer with proper SI unit of electric field. Quickly class. And this time, please, this is the last question probably for today's class. Yes, this is the last question. Please do not commit errors, at least in this. Even I have given you this as 1 meters. Because when we'll be doing it in the class, we'll be doing it quickly now. I'll not be discussing each step. So it's good that you all were present today, but please try to give a proper answer for this. Do not hurry up in writing the answer. This will be the last question and discussion for today. Class, from Tuesday onwards, I have this notice to announce to all of you that you will be having your class from 6:30 KSA timing. That will be, for me, it's 9 p.m. 9 p.m. IST. So I think that is 6:30 for you, no? I think Yaya was mentioning. KSA, I think it would be 6:30. Someone just confirm.
Yes, ma'am.
6:30, na?
Yes, ma'am.
9 p.m. IST. Yeah, 6:30.
Ma'am, all the other classes will also be 9 p.m. IST?
About other classes, Rishita, actually, I'm not aware. About physics classes, I can tell. They'll
No,
be
yeah,
informed.
only physics.
Other classes are getting changed, then they'll inform you.
No, ma'am, I meant only physics.
Yes, all the classes for the whole time. Okay,
Okay.
I hope no issue is there.
No, ma'am.
Rishita has answered with the unit. Other students? Class, only Rishita has answered. I wanted you all to solve first, then only I could. Okay, some other student has also answered. 6 by 1 means 6 only. 6 to the power half. Is it root 6, Zaina? First term which you are writing. 6 divided by 1 is 6 only, no? What is your first term? Okay,
Negative.
class, anyway, it's 8:30 already. From Tuesday, we'll be having the class from 9 to 10:30 IST. So I'll discuss at that time. I don't want to exceed your class timings because otherwise, if you have the next class or even if you do not have your time, your class should be over during its limited time only. So I'll stop here. Whatever portion is left, I'll start with this only in the next class. Zaina, with your answer only I'll start because your something was missing. Just write it properly. Rishita has answered. Mariam Yaya, I'll be asking your answers as well. All right, because I want you all to answer. Differentiation is over. We'll start with integration, complete integration Tuesday, and then properly we'll start with our 12th syllabus back. The electric dipole moment was already done. Electric fields, 1 or 2 question we'll discuss, and I'll start with torque then. All right, that I'll tell you on Tuesday. All right, yes, you all can leave. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.